I want to know is what's like been the hardest thing, the most challenging thing to adapt to in like today's music scene?
Because to be in the game for so long, now you have like the internet, you have social media, you have so many other ways to, you have to adapt to.
Well, those have all been allies to us. You know, we've been kind of, I think, emancipated from a lot of the bullshit that you have to go through that me and Mike experienced. We were always trying to do our own thing. Like I was always doing an independent label. I was always putting I was kind of always trying to ignore the rules a little bit. I think that the internet has allowed us and a lot of other artists to get really close and to their fans really quickly and to eliminate a lot of the middlemen. So I never look at it like a problem. Adapting isn't the problem. The problem is other people taking too long to adapt. You know, we put our records out for free. We also sell them. You can't get any more modern a business model than that. And I think a lot of the people that, even distributors and people that we were fucking with when we first started this whole thing, we're like, no, we're giving it away for free. They were like, you're crazy. You're out of your minds. And we were like, trust us. Let's, this is the right thing to do. And now that's not a problem anymore. Now everyone kind of sees that as a norm, so I don't see it as a problem adapting to the shit. I'm excited about where it's going. And there was a big period of time where professional musicians had a tough time figuring out how they were gonna take their business through that technology and how it was gonna come out on the other end. And there was like, a bit of time where people were feeling a little lost. Like, where are we gonna make the money, How are we gonna sustain ourselves to have a career?
The industry was booming, but the business was dying.
All the old school models started dropping. So people like me and Mike were on it already for the new school model.
Right.
The most important thing to adapt though is your style. Like, don't never sleep. You know what I'm saying? E40, 30 years in, he celebrated his 50th year on this earth, man, and his style been sugar since 87. It's been sweet, it's been ill. And with every turn and grow of Oakland and street music over the last 30 years, he been in the midst of it or on the forefront of it or somewhere in the mix. And it's because his style don't die. And I think that ultimately you can adapt to technology, you can adapt to fast, you can adapt to all that shit, but if your style whack, you whack. Yeah. And we not whack. And that's our main focus on adapting, is to stay dope. You know what I mean? And our man Ja, I had a security says all the time, be like water. And your style gotta be that. You can hear Run the Jewels on Run the Jewels shit. You can hear us on some FIFA shit. You can hear us on the Static Selector shit. You can hear us on Big Boy shit. Just coming up, if we get this time in, we gonna know on some like Bun B shit. Like, our shit is just, man, you wanna make your style dope. We don't even rap the same on records on our album. And if I got any advice, how old cats always be trying to talk to young cats is, fuck all that other shit everybody else saying. Stay styling on their ass.
Yeah.
Style.
That's
it. When you live your life, when you live your creative life ahead of the curve too, when me and Mike, spent a long time being, kind of trying to attempt to do shit kind of ahead of what was happening. And by the time it kind of leveled out, we found ourselves in a sweet spot where people were trying to hear what we were saying, but it's a rarity. We never lost our hunger. We never stopped trying to be better at what we were doing. And when we were always grinding, always putting music out. So by the time we looked up and we were 40, and all of a sudden we were blowing up, and it was like, oh, okay. Like we didn't even think about it.
Caught that like fifth wave.
Yeah.
Go harder. You go harder.
Yeah.